hopefully that fixed it. Give you guys just a few seconds to get up in here. Apologize once again. Every time it tries to go through, it tries to make Streamlabs go through like the GPU. It didn't have the encoder stuff on, so actually this should be fine for today, but I will switch the settings after this too, but this should be fine now. I'm gonna give you guys a second to get back in. All right. Let's test this again. Make sure we're running right. Okay, that's looking way better already. It was just making the GPU, the graphics card, do too much. There we go. It wasn't even that. It was the settings that it was on. The settings that were on were messing it up. Sorry, guys. Really apologize for that. That's kind of like the little quirk things you're going to have happen here and there with the new card like that. I didn't realize the setting was off that bad in Streamlabs. But I'm going to keep my phone on just in case. I did notice it on my actual screen that it was just getting too laggy there, so it put me onto it. So once again, apologize. Thanks for tuning back in. Yeah, everything seems fine now. Well, that was strange. Welcome back again, guys. Welcome back. Apologies. It's a big time bummer when you have to restart a stream like that. But I'm gonna pause it one more time, sorry, so I can pull this guy down. I'm not worried about monitoring that right now. Alright, back at it. Here we go. Stream should be looking way better. Yeah, if you guys ever see it, like, just start really lagging out bad or something, just say buffering or something. Lag, buffer, anything. Just get my attention. Otherwise, I'm not going to have a clue. Even let me know if my voice is too loud. Anything like that. Alright, 33 miles to go. Only 16 miles an hour. Yeah, we're losing speed here. Let's take this trip all the way back here again. Let's go look in the window. I think it's just what we got. Because we know... No, we don't have to go back there. We know that all the engines are running. They're all moving. Definitely going slow. Now, if we were to stop or something, that's a huge red flag, obviously. I feel like we should be going a little bit faster like we were yesterday. Alright, as you can see, the map right there. Of course, it's not letting me do stuff with it. Oh, that's great. Now let me do it. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, the banking comm is on. We need more power. Max power. Yeah, you know, they're all released. I'm just double checking, triple checking. Should have done that before leaving, but there we have the air conditioner. Of course. Oh man, it's not letting me access stuff again. At least I can operate the train for the most part. Yep. Well, I just had to make sure the string was running right. Yeah, the last time I was hooked up like that, and it's not that the GPU can't handle it. It totally can. I just got to make sure that I didn't select the encoder to clean it up, all that stuff. So it'll be on for next one. CPU is only using about 30%, so that's fine. Still a long way to go. Knew something was wrong when I hit that chair and everything lagged out hard. I was like, whoa. How do you find that out? That's a good question. Is it on the screen here? Oh my gosh, you can't view the screen. It's going to make me do it with the mouse. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, length is 6513. Menu overview. Let's see, the main menu. Hold on. Not that one, I'm guessing. Oh, okay. Overview. Okay. All right, so 15,649.9 tons, right? So you can check that out really quick. Hope that helps. I know it's 4 locos on the front, 4 locos on the back, and all 8 are running. Gaining some speed back finally. Yeah, all 4 in the front pushing, or pulling. All 4 in the back pushing. So that still looks a little laggy on the screen, but I don't think it is. Let's see. Is it looking okay, guys? Just don't like doing a long live stream if it's going to be crappy for you guys. I'd rather figure that out first. 16 miles an hour, gaining a little bit. Yeah, I guess it looks alright. Trial and error, you gotta have. There's always little things that'll go wrong. It should be lead. Okay. Well, let me switch that. Okay, now it's letting me do this now. Oh, my bad. That's not going to hurt it while it's running, right? More options. Operator controls. Air brake lead. You're right, the other one should be trail, right? Lead cut out. It says cut out. Trail. Oh, air brake cut in, I see. Oh, I see. I got you. There we go, I got it, okay. Aha! Got you. Alright, that should help then. Thank you very much. So you learn something new every day. You're never done learning. I mean, I played around a bit with this game before and whatnot, but not too deep. So, like, understanding the freighters is definitely new. That's 100% new. So yeah, now we're gaining speed. Okay, thank you very much. I had a feeling something was wrong. I just didn't know what it was. But I did, like I said, I figured out how to unlock those brakes finally. It takes forever. Yeah, it takes forever. Oh man, thanks for tuning in again. Yeah, part 2 here. 19 miles an hour, finally. Got some help there. Now we're chugging along here. No, it's going higher now. I had it set wrong. That was my fault. But the last red shoulder helped me out big time right here. Helped me out yesterday too. I just didn't wait long enough for the brake pipe to build up to 90 or 89. It wouldn't get to 90, but if you get it to 89, then you can release the automatic brake while it's in reverse or in neutral. And then give it some power to make sure you have the power, and then you can pull the independent off. But I got some help. Got some help. Now it's just going to go a little faster, I think. We were going 16 until I switched it. So we're picking up speed slowly, but the grade isn't helping now, of course. Okay. Okay, gotcha. And learn really quickly not to push it towards the max mile per hour here. Yeah, if there's ever something I'm doing wrong, do not hesitate to tell me I'm doing something wrong. Especially with this game, like I said, with the freighters, definitely a bit newer to them. I used to run the BNSF a few times on the Train Sim 5 and whatnot, but then I started having brake lock-up issues and stuff like that, so yeah, I'm always open for suggestions, but I am doing something wrong. Like I was doing something wrong right there. The lead engine wasn't put to cut in. It wasn't the lead engine. It was on trail, not lead, and it wasn't cut in. So that's why we're going 16 and slowing down. So thanks to the fantastic help of the last red shoulder, I will show you on the map right now. Heading right over here. Cheyenne to Laramie. We're taking this grain run. Not the full run this time. Wanted to figure stuff out again and make sure the GPU was running right, make sure the stream was running right again. Of course, we got the AI viewer thing. Let's ignore that. Yep, we're bringing it all the way up there. Got a ways to go still, but we're about to hit 20. As you can see, we are hauling the mail now. We're hauling the grain, sorry. My bad. Come on, hit it. You know you want to. I guess we just lost 20. My bad. It's flirting with it. As you can see, we are hauling quite a bit of grain here. And that's all that will load up into the screen, obviously. The farther you go back, more trains just keep appearing, more cars keep appearing. But it's a big boy, it's a long one. That is cool to know that you can find that information right there. I did not know that, so I've come over to the overview like he was instructing me to, the last red shoulder here. You get your tonnage right there, and you get your feet. So 6,512 feet, 0.9, then 156.49.4 tons. Holy moly. Looks like 106 cars. My face is yellow. Oh man, is it really? That's just the light behind the screen, just trying to illuminate a little bit better. I can go, hold on, let me fix that. Watch this. Give me 1 second. Alright, how about that? Now we're in Train Con 5. Got the red light on, we got the blue light on. Now my face is red. Yeah, that light is kind of a yellow, has kind of a yellow tint to it. I need to get it more of a white light to really show off the facial features, you know. 1.5% grade, 25 miles to go. A long way to go. Once again, apologize for having to start a second stream. I had a little bit of an issue there. Everything was trying to run off the. It wasn't fine. It wasn't a problem. It was trying to run off the GPU. The problem was that it didn't have the encoder enabled. So I just let the PC run it this time. I'll switch it back next time. Regardless, thanks for tuning in, everybody. As we haul this grain train. If you tune in tomorrow for the stream, I will be doing iRacing. Probably doing a few official races and whatnot. Try to get the I rating a little bit higher. Work on the safety rating a little bit too for the sports cars. Probably do some NASCAR as well. Do some ovals. Maybe. I'm more into the GT3 stuff now. So I'll be trying to just improve on that, I think. These trains are so awesome though. I love the paint. I love that flag paint job. It's so cool. These cars look pretty dang good too. See how the wheels look this time. See if they look better. Or if that's just the game graphics that are doing that, you know what I mean? It kind of looks about the same. I think it's just the game graphics. That looks a little better actually. But it's the game graphics mainly. Building America, Union Pacific. Yeah, she's struggling up this 1.5 grade. But we're moving. We're moving. I will call this Train Con 4. Red light on. Really was bummed out we couldn't finish this journey yesterday. But there's a lot to learn with these trains. But it sure is fun. Once you get them figured out a little bit, it's fun. But it sure is frustrating when you get the brakes stuck and you don't know what to do. A wide open countryside. Nothing but road and telephone poles. So does anybody know, is this off Train Sim World 2? Is that when this one came out? Start running some more of that new loco here soon too, again for Train Sim World 6. Start incorporating more passenger service once again, but I want to get the freight incorporated as well. So we'll do a couple freighters today, and the next time you'll see me with Train Sim World 6 again, we'll do some of the newer train once again. Hopefully we don't have any mystery trains that appear in stations when you're cruising along, not expecting to see anything. We'll see about that though. I think there's a couple bugs in that. Pretty unfortunate. Yeah, if you guys watched my other stream when I did the newer loco passenger service, I came around a corner and there was no red light, nothing like that, and there was a train sitting right there in the station. And I had no time to react, so we just bailed the train. Derailed her, obviously, but that had to be some kind of glitch in the game. But we'll take it on again here soon. See if we can find any more glitches. Nothing like getting a surprise like that coming around the corner, right? Doing okay, 18 miles an hour in the 45 zone, 1.5% grade. Just just know eventually it's going to swing the other way. And we'll be going downhill. You really have to be getting that automatic brake worked up. So I'm definitely going to be watching the speed. I do not want to get close to max speed at all. I don't overspeed the train. This is more of the safe journey for sure today. Because it's like, I think that's the second or third time now that I've rented this little bit. So I want to make it. Wide open countryside of Wyoming. Game has its little glitch issues. Get a backward shot here for a minute. Got all the locos working together, pulling this grain up this 1.5% grade. 23 miles to go. Bit of a journey still. These locos are having no problem. Beautiful shots of the Union Pacific. Love to see those smokestacks working. Eventually we'll get the flying Scotsman again. We're having a little fun with that one. As you can see, many cars behind, all full of grain. Pushing up the 1.5% grade. Ways to go still. Once again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you are new, please consider subscribing on YouTube or following on Twitch. Trying to build this channel up. It's going to take quite a while, I'm aware. But I appreciate everybody who drops a sub and a like and all that good stuff. Thanks for tuning in to Welly's World of Gaming. Been on the Train Sim World 6 Terror for a minute. And it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But we'll be back to golfing action as well. All sorts of gaming action coming at you. 18 miles an hour now. I believe still. The 45 zone, 1.5. That's one thing. It's really consistent. With the grade and whatnot, it's not throwing a bunch of stuff at me right now. It will. Once we start going downhill, this train will start speeding up, so really got to get control of it pretty early. This automatic brake working through the whole train. It's going to take a second though to get it really fired up. We'll work the dynamic as much as we can. Uh-oh. Pick up a roll. What brake? Roll that brake. I didn't restart the mission. I'll pay a fine. Well, I gotta know what rule I broke. I didn't restart this. That's not breaking the rule of the channel. I restarted the stream, but I had to, because then you guys are going to be watching nothing but glitching train the whole way, so that's not fun. I want to bring you that kind of train action to watch. Make sure it is still looking right. Yeah, it's looking alright. I have to keep it up on the phone today just to make sure that it is running okay. I don't have any kind of bad issues. If I broke a rule, I'll pay the fine, no problem. Might take me a while, but I'll get there eventually. All right. Still got to tell me what rule I broke. Here comes the wind turbines. Something to look at here in the wide open plains of Wyoming here. Beautiful countryside. Like I said, beautiful. I just couldn't deal with the wind. The beautiful rolling hills. I think anyway. Looks really nice. Still holding nicely, 18 miles an hour in the 45 zone, 1.5% grade. Here is the map. That's where we are going. We have quite a ways to go still. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Weldy's World of Racing. That's what it used to be. Weldy's World of Gaming back at it again. Train Sim World 6. Cheyenne to Laramie. Actually pulling through with the Cheyenne to Laramie today, all day. Had to figure quite a few things out with it this loco. Got quite a bit of help from you guys in the chat, so I really appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for helping out. But holding very nicely, 18 miles an hour. We are in Train Con 5. That's why we have the red light on. He didn't like the light that was on me, so it made me look yellow. So I need to get a whiter light, apparently. So I just went ahead and had fun with it and turned the red light on. After all, in some of these locos, I mean, you do get the red light after all, right? So you can rock the red light. Put this red light on. We do some night missions here. We'll get the Antelope Valley back as well. Had that one. I did run that one quite a bit. The Antelope Valley San Bernardino line is a fun one to ride. That train for surely has the red light. I know a few of them do. But we will be expanding this collection of routes on the channel, bringing you all sorts of Train Sim World 6 train action, including all the news content when it does come out. I know they're working on releasing one right now. It's taking a little bit of time, but very, very patient for it. And we will be running the newer trains. Like I said, they do have the new routes right now. I have not ran those enough, but I was excited to get this one, this add-on from, I believe, Train Sim World 2 or something, maybe. Not exactly sure. But if you guys know, you can tell me in the chat. Cheyenne to Laramie. Thought this would be a fun one. Also picked up the Cajon Pass as well. We'll also be doing those. Like I said, a lot of Train Sim World 6 action coming to you. A lot of the train packs are older, but it doesn't matter. We're going to be incorporating a lot of them. So once again, appreciate everybody tuning in. Long way to go. 21 miles still to go. Holding nicely, 18 miles an hour. Humongously long grain train here. Since I know where these specs are now, thanks to you guys as well, I'll let you guys look at the specs here really quick of the loco. So we got a 6,512.9 foot long train here at 15,648.3 tons, 106 cars. That's crazy. What is the 8652? Maybe I'm reading that wrong, but 8652, I'm not sure what the number is. But it looks like 106 cars, if I am correct. But let me know if you do know. Like I said, I am learning a ton about these locos here, so it'll be fun to learn while playing. A beautiful shot, once again, Union Pacific. Beautiful train. Still holding beautifully 18 miles per hour. All right, we got a bridge rolling under. Those are things you get excited for on these journeys. So you get to see something. Yeah, I was going to part 2 this one. I just decided to go ahead and launch it immediately so you guys could get in. So apologies once again if you were trying to tune into the first stream. Got this new graphics card, and Streamlabs had it set wrong, so I had to end that stream and restart it. Now correct me if I'm wrong. These are mainly designed to stop snow, correct? These things built up along the route here, because you see these along the highway too. I know they help with the wind as well, but I'm pretty sure that they're meant to catch the snow. And I know they do shut down the highway quite a bit up in Wyoming when it snows quite a bit. So I have gone through that road many times, that highway, and it is pretty treacherous when it's winter conditions, I'll tell you that. I can only imagine what the rails are like during those times. You have to use a sander quite a bit. She's chugging along nicely. Check the map here again for you guys. That's where we are. That's where we're going. Zoom in a little bit. See, it's not much going on right now. We will pass this loop up here, which is pretty cool. There's going to be a cool mission I know up in there. I have to go take a train around there, decouple, do that kind of stuff. So I am excited to get more into the Cheyenne Laramie route. Even when I get done doing them all, I will go ahead and try to do better on each one of them as well. So it's not one and done here on this channel. It's always trying to improve on games as well. Get that back shot again of the train coming up the hill for you guys. Past the lead loco. And of course, you have your little glitches with the game itself, so I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. Most of the time, it's not too bad if you're decently smooth with the camera. It's not typically too bad. So I know we got a long way to go. I'm going to step away really quick and use the restroom, only because I know this train is going to continue on doing the same thing. I will be right back, guys. Thanks for tuning in to Weldy's World of Gaming. All right, perfectly fine. And yes, I did wash my hands, always do. I'm just quick. All right, still 20 miles to go, 1.5% grade. It will not last forever, folks. Trust me on that one. Remember yesterday, that's when I had to throw it into emergency mode because I was going too fast. When I caught that spot where it started going downhill, the momentum actually caught, I was in big trouble. So I did have to throw the emergency brake. I do know how to get it off now, but I'm just not going to hit it if I don't need to, Should leave it for real emergency. But I feel like that was an emergency. I was going about 10 miles an hour over the speed limit. So I thought I was going to derail the train. So I had to throw the emergency system on. But yep. If you don't get that brake pipe up to 89 at least, it will not release the brakes. Just won't do it. I think we sat there for 10 minutes yesterday trying to figure that one out. And I went through the training center, and it wasn't even in that, so it wasn't covered in the training center at all. I actually had to look online to figure out why it was doing that, but finally did figure it out. But if you do throw the emergency system, like I said, you're going to be hurting on time after that one. It takes quite a while to get the main pipe, that brake pipe filled up, or the main pipe. Let's take a look at the screen. Yeah, so if your brake pipe doesn't get up there, it won't let go of them. And yesterday I was struggling mightily with this. I had some help with it, but eventually we kind of gave up. But now we know how to fix it, so it's not a big deal. But it was really tricky, and the process is a little bit tricky. Still 1.5% grade. Got to keep paying attention to that. It's easy to, you know, get complacent here. Well, you're just going up this 1.5% grade. Like nothing's changed in so long, so you kind of stop paying attention so much, and that's exactly when it catches you. All of a sudden you're going downhill, picking up speed, you're like, whoa, what's going on here? Definitely not looking to overspeed anywhere. But we do have 4 locos on the front, 4 locos on the back pushing. Just a ton of grain. Lots and lots of grain. This is on dynamic weather too, so whatever the weather throws at me is what it's going to give me. I don't know why the game still has... Man, I wish it would do a little bit better than that. That's the one thing I think it could be a little bit better. I was hoping they did clean it up a little bit from Train Sim World 5. Train Sim World 5, in my opinion, was way worse with the glitches. Like it really just freeze and then yank. This one's doing a little bit, but it's not as bad. Still wish they would have spent a little bit more time getting that better. But all in all, the game is still way fun. And if you like trains, this game is really fun. I have it on Steam, of course. For the PC, I used to have it on Xbox. Had Train Sim World 4 and 5 on Xbox, so I did run around with quite a bit of some of those trains. But these newer ones are fun. So you have switches that are going to trip, fuses that blow. You have to constantly pay attention to everything. I mean, besides paying attention to the normal stuff like your grade and your speed and all that, then it throws a blown fuse at you. So you have to fix that one. That's a train crossing right there. I like how they paved that one spot. It's nice. I guess you have to for the rails. Make sure they don't get damaged. Now see, I was a welder before doing like streaming and stuff like this, and obviously starting out streaming, I've only been doing this a couple months now, but I was a welder before, and to think of the thermite welding that they do on these rails, and I've seen the process a couple times, it's pretty crazy. If you don't know how they bond rails together, you got to check it out. Check out the thermite welding. Absolutely awesome. In my welding career, I did mostly structural, did some production here and there, was a foreman, quality control guy, did this and that, until I tore my elbow twice and I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. So this is what I do now. Yeah, the thermite welding it just looks so crazy. Still a long way to go, 18 miles. Ride the cab here for a minute. Nice quiet cab. Even have the windows open. Pretty quiet. Even with the windows open, pretty quiet. But I do like the sound that you get out of the cab. It is pretty cool. Pushing. Let's go. Gotta get this grain there. Got our loader reset here. Yeah, these boxes lit up yesterday. The motion light lit up, and then these two lights lit up yesterday as well. I think I had a fault going on as well And I found a couple fault release buttons on the control as well. So, I mean, if that happens again, I can give it a shot and see if that ever, helps. But remains to be seen until we hit one of those. Check the map here again. All right, we were coming up to that loop. Here's the whole map, so you can see the whole map. The next route we take, we might just go ahead and do the whole thing. Might as well. So you're getting the hang of the train again today. It's doing just fine though. 1.1% grade, so the grade is coming down a little bit. We've got to really pay attention now. Got some switcheroos up here. Got Weldy the engineer in there. Yeah, I remember passing these tanks the other day. Should be a residence right over here, if I'm not mistaken. And there it is. Just a little too low with the camera. You can see a big old quarry right here. I believe that's a sand quarry, right? If I'm not mistaken. $20 miles an hour, 1.5%. $17 miles. It's like one of the loading areas for the sand. Yeah, like I said, I wish that's the one thing they wish they would have done a little bit better, just to carry the frame rates and the graphics a little bit better for the game itself. All right, 21 miles per hour. Check this out a little bit when we get closer. Yeah, we got some guys working. Either they're working or they're hardly working, one of the two. I think they're hardly working again. Yeah, they got quite the setup there to break all that stuff down, don't they? All right, 1.5% grade, 22 miles per hour. We have picked up a little tiny bit. Heading up that hill. What a climb, what a climb. 16 miles to go. Wait for that downhill section to start. Keep you on your toes, keep you honest. Paying attention. That is quite the quarry over there, I'll tell you what. massive. Absolutely massive. Get a grain train or two in there. A little farther back shot. Move the camera around a lot. 1.5% still maintaining. 20 miles an hour. Nice curve. It's like more of them snow blockers. Getting beautiful countryside. Man, it's struggling now. 19. Struggling through this curve here. Absolutely. Yeah, they got to be the snow catchers. To hold 19. She is wrapping around the corner. Of course, that is not the end. It looks deceiving right there. It's like, oh, it's not that long. Nope. Keeps going and going and going and going. I believe it said 104 cars. So quite the distance, quite the journey flying back to the back of the train. I think it honestly takes about 2.5 minutes, something like that. 2 minutes feels like a long time. Feels like 5 minutes. Still holding that 19. Excuse me. Not good to breathe water, folks. Not good to breathe water. 18. Losing just a little bit more. Oh, baby, pull, pull, pull. You guys back there, push, push, push. Let's go. We got to get this grain up here. Still 1.5% grade. I'll make sure to do that every single time now with this train. Go ahead and go right to the screen. Go lead in and cut in. Make sure it's not on trail. Come back with the lead loco here for a minute. Loco 8652 leading the way. Oh, finally you got something to look at, huh? Something else to look at beside the bridge. There's those car haulers. Brand new vehicles in there. This one looks like it's going to be all cars. Still 1.5% grade. He is going down that 1.5% grade, which has got to be pretty fun. Lots of dynamic braking. The dynamic brake might help a little bit, but when it comes down to it, I'm going to have to use the automatic brake. I know it. So, the train is way too freaking long. It'll help for a little while, I'm pretty sure, but not going to help forever. There she goes. $14 miles left in this journey. An actual decent-sized mountain out there. Compared to everything around, anyway. Oh, drive any locomotive for 500 miles within the speed limit. Achievement. There we go. Of course, because Weldy, the engineer here, who does not have a ton of experience yet. I think it's a level 13. This should push him to like level 15, I would imagine. But Dan, my last engineer in Train Sim World 5, he was a level 49. It's really not that high, as you guys know. Train Sim 4, I had a different one as well. But starting over again with a PC with Weldy, the engineer. That's the kind of person you want with you on a locomotive there, just in case something breaks. You got Weldy, the engineer, with you. Alright, looks like maybe a little bit of a crest in the hill up there. So we might finally start going downhill. Actually have to utilize the braking systems. Alright, 14 miles still. 18 miles an hour holding. Very nicely. More snow catchers. Probably have a big problem with these little certain hills right here that just dump snow over the top of them right onto the tracks all over, I'm guessing. 1% grade. Come down a little bit. Got all the grain for you folks. So look at that. There's a road. All right. 19 miles an hour. Finally starting to pick up a little bit of speed here. Let's see if this 1% lasts a while. It will be tricky for a minute. It will roll up and down on us, so it'll go downgrade, go uphill, go down. It'll mess with you trying to figure out the right throttle selection to have. And keep bouncing around left and right with it, and then the next thing you know, it's going downhill 1.5% grade. So it's a bit tricky. We'll see what happens here. 1% still. 1.1, increasing a little bit. Like I said, I do apologize for the Train Sim World 6 glitch, but there's nothing I can do about that one. That one's the game issue. It's not my graphics card or anything. No worries. I do have a brand new graphics card just debuting today. It's the GeForce 5060 Ti V2 overclocked. It seems to be handling things quite nicely. Tested it just a little bit with the iRacing to make sure it worked good, and man, I'll tell you what, things look really good now. A lot better than they did. got the 16 gig version of the 5060 Ti, upgraded from the 3050. A little bit older, but it worked for quite a while. It's finally just run out of juice. And something to keep up just a little bit better. But thanks for tuning in to Weldy's World of Gaming, everybody, again. 21 miles an hour. Gain a little bit of speed. But if you are new, please consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you're on Twitch, if you don't mind hitting that follow, that would help. Long way to go. Newer channel. Channel's been around for about, I want to say about 4 months total, somewhere around there. Excuse me. So kind of just getting going. Bringing a bunch of different content to you guys. Started as a racing channel, but I have changed it to a gaming channel basically because I do a lot more than just racing, including Train Sim World 6, as well as golf. You guys have seen in my channel, Doc Welderson. Have a little fun with that one. All my characters are closely named and related to welding personalities. Except the iRacing one, I couldn't really do too much with that one. I tried. It's got to be a realistic name though, so they won't let you. We're looking good, 1.5% still gaining, thank goodness. Gaining a little bit of speed. Check out the back end here so you guys get another view of all the grain cars we're hauling today. Of course, I didn't show every single one of them, but that is what we're hauling. Get the camera pointed forward here again. Now we'll take a look at the map, show you guys where we are at after that game glitch. All right, so we're there. We're heading right there. There's the whole map. Came from all the way over here. We've made quite a bit of distance now. It's going to get tight up in here, and this is where it really starts to believe going downhill, right up in here. At least for us this way. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. Try our best not to overspeed the train. Like I said yesterday, I had to throw the emergency on because I was 10 miles an hour over. So we'll just look to get this one here safely. Learn this train a little bit more. I'll pause it really quick, let you guys see the overview of the train itself. There again, 6,500, 12.9 feet, 15,646.2 tons, 106 cars. I'm not sure what the 8652 is, but maybe one of you guys do know. But that's how heavy and how long and how big this train is. She's a big one. Probably should have hauled grain the first time yesterday anyway, and not tried to haul the ethanol. It doesn't matter really, I guess, but for the first trip, maybe don't take something that's flammable. Love just having fun with these games though, so if I ever crash the train or whatever, I'll just restart the mission, learn from the mistake and move on. But like I said, there's not a lot you can do when they have like a little glitch in the game like they did on the newer train. On that, whatever line that was that I took. But if you guys want to see me smash into another passenger train, you can see it on the other stream that I did. One of the newer loco, the newer passenger loco. I had some glitch on the map. You'll see if you look at it. You'll see. But it's the one where I'm driving the newer loco for Train Sim World 6, where the fuses actually pop and whatnot. Yeah, all these older ones and whatnot, they don't pop the fuses or anything like that, but they are a challenge in themselves already, just to engineer. I do think it is pretty cool though how they did add this for Train Sim World 6, so you can be the conductor as well. I think couldn't you do that in Train Sim World 5 too? I might be wrong with that one, but I think you could be a conductor in train sim world 5 too, but I know you for sure can now. Collect the tickets, interact with the passengers. I'll go ahead and do that one day. Might as well. See how tedious it really is. Like I said, typically when I'm on these long hauls like this, if it's not doing much, I'm going to stay mostly in the outside camera. I will go into the cockpit. We get closer. I'd like to just get decent shots of the train rolling down the tracks. Oh, 0.9%. Don't want to go backwards now. Start paying attention a little bit more. All right, 0.7%. Start gaining a little bit of speed finally. Maybe here for now. See where we are in the map again. Okay, we're about to enter this area. That's pretty tight. I believe it starts going downhill. So once we get up around this bend, I believe it'll start really going downgrade. Like I said, I'm looking to keep the train about probably close to 10 miles an hour slower than the speed limit for this first run, just to make sure that I can get used to these automatic brakes and the dynamic braking system and all that stuff again. I'll run the dynamic brake for a minute, and then once it can't keep up, I'll put it back into setup, and I'll be using the automatic brake to help slow the train down. No sense in using the independent brake, because you guys know the independent brake is basically used to hold the train in place, the engines. It's the engine brake. It doesn't really do anything for the rest of the loco, the rest of the whole length of the train. Got to use the automatic brake for that one. But I was too late on the brake yesterday. I had the dynamic going I got that one kicked in too late, was going too fast, and then kind of got out of control. Overspeeding, it's where I had to throw the emergency brake and stop the train, and then once I did that, I got it stuck. But if that does happen again, I know what to do, and it better work this time, because it worked yesterday perfectly. And the test that I did off stream to make sure that it would work, it did work, so it better work again if I ever have to do that. I guess in some situations you could use a little bit of the independent brake, because with the automatic, just to help a little bit, but it's not going to do much, right? I mean, you do have 8 locos with doing that, so it might do a little bit more than I think. 11 miles, 23 miles an hour now, 0.8% grade. Keeping an eye on this. There's the highway. It really makes you think when you're on these journeys, like how long it would have taken to put all these dang telephone poles out here. Not to mention the rail. I mean, the modern stuff they have nowadays for laying rail is insane, but the poles for sure. Imagine how long that would take to put all these poles out here. And then you have like the tracks, the train area. You got all that. You got all this gravel they had to bring in. Miles and miles and miles of rail. I believe around this corner is where it's actually going to start going downhill. So I'm getting myself mentally prepared. I'm sure I'm on the automatic brake already. Well, we don't want to be on the dynamic first. This is where we'll start playing around. It's going to start going up and down grade right around this corner, after this corner up here. .27 miles an hour. Of course, I'm increasing speed a little bit. Like I said, this first one's going to be a safe journey. So make sure we get it there. see what we're in for here on this Cheyenne to Laramie trip. I've heard some stories about it. Hello, Thomas and Trey. Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing today? Hope everyone's doing great today. Welcome, welcome. Hey, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Yeah, thank you guys very much for subbing and following and all that stuff. Really helps the channel grow. It's really hard to get going on YouTube without paying money, and I refuse. I'm one of those guys. I refuse to pay them to promote my channel. So I appreciate everybody who subs, everybody who follows, everybody who hits that like button. It really makes a big difference. It pushes it on their algorithm. They don't have a choice when it happens like that. So thank you again. Really appreciate everybody. Hope you guys enjoy the gaming. Sorry about that glitching right here. The game's doing that. Let me go back in the cab here. Get in the cab for a second. I don't know why the game has such trouble with some of these views sometimes. But yeah, huge shout out to you guys, all the followers, subscribers of the stream, anybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody. Yeah, I can't thank you guys enough. And welcome in. Hope you guys enjoy some of the content. These are long journeys here. Let's go back outside, see if we can handle it. Almost 30 miles an hour. We'll ride with Weldy here for a minute. 0.8%. 30 miles an hour. I believe it's going to go into a 45 zone. Yeah, but it's crazy to think how hard it is to really get a YouTube channel going and all that stuff. It's like everyone always thinks it's easy. It's not. It's really not. It's really hard, and it's really hard to keep people, engaged and all that stuff. I do my best with that. But it's hard just to get the algorithm to even recognize you. So like I said, appreciate everybody. And thanks for hitting the like button, subscribe, all that stuff. Really does make a big difference. Okay, 30 miles an hour. I'm going to try not to talk too much again because I get distracted and forget what I'm doing here. It's one thing that's about fun, iRacing too. You're talking while driving. It takes a bit of concentration. Some of those 6-hour races, it really does test your brain. Puts everything through the ringer. But I love it. It's fun. Wouldn't have it any other way. 31 miles an hour now. How we doing there, Weldy? Yeah, he says we're doing fine. I wish he would wave once in a while. That'd be kind of cool if you get him to do that. 31, gaining speed nicely here. Nice and slow as you would expect with the freight train. 31.8% still coming around the corner. 45 zone coming up. I'll leave it full power for just a little bit longer here, but getting ready to switch things up, go to the dynamic braking system. When that stops working, really, I'm going to go to automatic brake. Really try to slow this thing down. Beautiful shot. What a pond right here. Of course, driving under the speed limit, getting all those bonus points. Some spare rail there on the side. Green signal ahead. 31 out of the 40 zone. Let's go to the other side of the train here. All right. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Downhill. Cheyenne to Laramie. See where we are on the map. Check the map again. We are close, guys. We are close. Getting closer. We're not close, I guess, but we're getting closer. Still holding 0.8% grade. Lost that 1 mile an hour, so glad we didn't reduce the power at all. .30 miles per hour. 7.9 miles to go. 45 zone about to enter. Which are already in the 40 zone, so that doesn't really matter for us. It'll get you going the other way for sure. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. Hey, there we go. Got some ethanol moving the opposite direction. Excellent shot. We do have 8 locos on ours. We have 4 in the lead and 4 in the rear. Still holding nicely, 30 miles an hour. Come on, game, stop having an issue with that. It drives me nuts about it. It's like, come on, clean it up a little bit. Man, doesn't want to, apparently. Here, let's block that out for a second. If I can. Let's go in the cab. There we go. This game doesn't like that outside view for some reason. Alright, cruising along just fine. 30 mile an hour. 45 zone. And then a 50 zone is coming up. I believe that's where I started overspeeding, so let's see. I know we're close to this downhill section. I know we're extremely close to it. Of course, it takes a minute for the rest of the loco to get, you know, over that section. Still holding 0.8%. Oh, push the camera over there. Moving right along. 7.5 miles to go. Actually, honestly, want to say I think the downhill section was around about 4 miles or so to go. I could be wrong. It looks like it crests a little bit right here in front of us. So we'll have to see. There it is. The Sherman sign right there. I believe that's the mark of it, right? Oh my gosh, I don't know why I glitched right now. That froze so hard right there. And that is not the GPU. I guarantee that is not it. 100%. Okay, game. For some reason, it doesn't like these rocks here. For some reason, every time I turn the camera, it has an issue. I'm gonna mess with it now. Sorry, guys. Trying to mess with it a little bit better. Alright, we're downhill. So now we really got to watch it. Like I said, better be safe than sorry. Better be safe than sorry, you know. Dynamic brake ready. Oh, first run shader cache. Yep, game's bad optimization. Yeah, that's really unfortunate that it does that. It really is, because the shots are amazing. Stinks. As you can see, we haven't touched the throttle. We're maintaining right now, so I'm not doing a thing yet. Wait for this train. See, it's doing it again right there. Come on. Typically when I move slow, it doesn't do it too badly, so I will try my best to maintain it slow. Okay, we were speeding up. Spooling up. As you can see, it takes a minute to start going. But she's working now. Make sure we're back on the dynamic. Oops. Just take her nice and easy. Dynamic 4. Just gotta watch the speed here. Dynamic 4 should be fine. If you keep speeding up just a little bit, that's okay. That's a bummer that it does that. I notice when you keep the camera a little bit more still, it does better. 35. And see, typically there should be really no reason to really throw the train into emergency unless you're a rookie like I was yesterday on this for sure. Come on, game, catch up. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'll ride in the cab. I'm gonna ride in the cab for now. 36. Let it pick up a little bit more here. So to really understand how the dynamic braking system is going to feel and work with the train this long, it's good to go slower on the mission than it is to try to really push it to the limit. The next one I'll push it more now because I know it's working fine. Let's go dynamic 5. If we go to dynamic 8 for sure, it's going to start slowing down pretty good for us. Not like the automatic brake will, but it does a pretty good job on these hills. 39, let's go to 6. If we hit 40, I don't think 8 is necessary, but it's going to be between probably 6 and 7 on the dynamic brake is my guess. Man, that is... It's driving me crazy that it's doing that. Hold on, let me pause this really quick. Let me pull this other screen up. Just give me 1 second, guys. Just want to make sure I have this running. Yeah, it's funny, it's not just making sure like GPU is running good and everything again. Just got to check it once in a while. Especially with it being brand new, just want to keep making sure everything's working the way it's supposed to be working. I mean, not much you can do if it's not, other than order a new one. Okay, dynamic brake to 5. Is there a way to delete the cache? Because if there is, then I'll just do that each time. I don't care. Or if it's just something in the game, I guess you can't do anything about. Unfortunately. All right, 39. Go back to dynamic brake 6. .38 miles an hour. We'll go back to dynamic brake 5. Going back and forth. Okay, flat grade. Go back to setup. Nope, actually keep the brake on. Considering the rest of the train's still pushing. Make sure at least we're dropping miles per hour before we put that thing back into setup at all. We are close, guys. We are so close. Oh my gosh, let's do it again. 1 second. There we go. It has a little confusion with the, if you're using the controller like I like to use, because like I said, the reason why I don't use the keyboard and stuff is because I do a lot of iRacing, and that'll get in the way. Okay, back into, oh shoot, that was my fault. You don't want to do that. Okay, for now, I'm just going to leave it here and set up for a second. I hate when I do that. Cause just a ton of damage in the in these really expensive trains, you know. Okay, 35, dynamic brake off now. Okay, power on, yellow signal ahead. Okay, we only have 3.2 miles. Yeah, this is getting really bad with the glitching. Yeah, that's crazy the game does this, man. Dang it. What the heck? Train's still back. Yeah, exactly. Okay, going 33 right now. 2.9 miles. Just stop at the location. Oh my gosh, man. Please, game. That is terrible that it's getting that bad. I gotta do the quick acknowledge. That's not super bad right now. $30 miles an hour. I was gonna say, if there's a way to delete the cache, I will. Get rid of all the stuff it's having problems with, but if it's something that's just built into it, nothing you can do about it anyway. Seems like every time I come on this side of the train, it does it. Something to do with that gravel. .1 miles to go. Yeah, right, a tunnel. There we go. All right. Try to get the outside shot first. .4%. There we go. Downhill. Okay, dynamic brake. You know, the rest of the train is still fighting through the uphill. It's okay, we only have 8,000 feet. Now let's go to the automatic brake now. slow her down just a little bit. A little too early. But downhill, nonetheless. Like I said, we want to be safe here. Release the brakes here for a minute. Going a little slow. That hill is still catching the back end of the train. Power back on. 7,000 feet to go to the stop. Man, that's all it'll let me go over there, huh? 18 miles an hour. I will try not to move the camera. The only way I can move it is a little bit forward and backwards without getting a bad glitch. Alright, 6,000 feet. Downhill. Automatic brake selected. Acknowledging that. That does not like that side of the track. Yeah, that's a bit better. Shouldn't have added so much gravel. You need it though. Alright. Minimum application of the brake. So 13%, 23%. You see something happen. 33%, 40%, 58%, 74%. There we go. Finally got some action. $96. Oh my goodness. Forgotten I shouldn't go on the other side of the train like that. Stay on this side. Okay, it's slowing down nicely. No, we don't want that full service. All right, 2,700 feet left. Really want it on this side of the train if I can. We're coming in. Another train coming through, of course. Full service. I'm gonna put the independent brakes on. Stop, damn it! Why didn't it slow it down? There we go. Alright, I gotta throw in suppression now. Oh my god, stop. Stop! I'm gonna pass that signal. It's gonna fail! Ah, it's gonna fail! Oh no! Yep. Oh, no. Oh, what a bummer, man. Yeah, we went nice and slow and didn't go slow enough at the end. The back of the train pushed me too far. I could not stop it. Gosh darn it, man. That is a bummer. Well, you guys saw it, what not to do, unfortunately. All right. Lesson learned. I thought for sure it was going to slow down better than that, but I think I got too much of the train over the hill. And that did not pay off. Dang it. Apologize, guys. I apologize. All right, this time we'll run something backwards. God, man. Blew the dang stop. What a... Tough. So, which one was that last one? I think that's the one. No, we did. I think this is the one we just did. Cheyenne Yard to Omarosa. It was the green one. So, that's a bummer, man. Dang it. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Anyway, I mean, sorry to disappoint everyone like that. That's the same one. How about this time? Today, like I know I have the Cheyenne Laramie. We'll incorporate some Cajon Pass here too. So we will be using the most modern one that we can. So let's just do mixed freight. I have done Cajon Pass too before. Can't believe that thing didn't stop even with suppression on completely. Usually, last time I hit that thing, it stopped on a dime. So unfortunately, that one was a fail. But it's gonna happen. Okay, so that's all we have for this train. So that's because it's the mixed freight. This one has a ton, it looks like. Oh, it has a lot more. Okay, so intermodal from Phoenix to LA. Just looking through some of the maps here. Okay, this one's LA to Albuquerque. Let's do a shorter one than that. Let's do the oil train from LA to Phoenix. We'll get that one started right when I come back. Take a quick 5-minute break. Really sorry, guys. Didn't think I was going to blow it. I thought it, for sure when I threw it into the full emergency brake, I thought it would stop. But it was not to be, unfortunately. But so I'll take a quick 5-minute break here. Once again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Sorry once again. This one we'll get right. We'll make it this one. And then I learned it. I learned a lesson there. So give me 5 minutes, guys. Be right back. Thanks for tuning in again. Alright, refuse to lose, like Gordon would say. We're doing it again, guys. You have to. I have to get this passed. Can't quit. There's no quitting here at Weldy's World of Gaming. I've got to do it. Take our dang green train again here. We're going to do the... Where did it go? There it is right there. Same one we just did. Cheyenne to Hermosa. That one's 7 minutes, but you know, I can't get beat. Can't do it. I'd be dropping the ball for the channel if I just gave up on that one, didn't get it done. So today's stream will be about conquering Cheyenne to Laramie to Hermosa here. Let's see. All right. Before we even get going here, come on. All right. Turn the generator field on and get the engine run on. Get the reverser handle in. Get it to the forward position. Get the automatic brake. Get the independent brake on full. Get the automatic brake off. Also come over to this fancy dancy screen. And operator controls. Come on. Cut in. Okay. There's our main screen again. Everything seems to be working right. That's a good thing. Yep. Unfortunately. It's kind of how it goes sometimes. Alright, let's get some power on. Okay, we've got power. Let's release the independent brake. Start this again. I did not do something. Hope that didn't mess it up. I hope not. Alright, pushing once again. Might have to fly to the back of the train this time just to ensure that I didn't mess that up. I think it's fine, but you never know. I guess we'll know quick enough. If the speed really starts bleeding off, then we know. Alright, we know what to do in this journey, and I barely missed completing this mission by just not braking soon enough on that hill. Thought the automatic brake was going to do the job. It did not. So that was my mistake there, and I'm going to make up for it now by completing this one. Like I said, there's no quitting in this channel. I would love to run the BNSF right now, but I got to pass this thing. We're on full power. Try to get a little bit more speed out of it this time. Yeah, that is a bummer. I blew the stop. But, alright, we're going to make up for it right now. Hauling that grain again. Yeah, this thing. This time I'm gonna get this train crawling in into the stop. I don't care. Just can't believe that little hill did me in. Much more steel coils. I didn't see those the first time taking off. Let's see if we notice anything different this time. So I always look for new stuff on trips. Long way to go again. Only at 25. Yeah, I apologize, guys. That's a bummer. It really is. But there's going to be some, some games to do here on this channel that are not going to go as planned. I mean, that's the thing about live streaming like that, right? You can't clean it up, and you can't make yourself look the best on earth. And I never claim to be the best on earth anyway at anything. But I can't doctor it up, and I like it like that. Bring gaming to real, raw, and live. All right, well, at least we're going 28. It was just the end section that got me. That was it. Literally the back end. Not going to happen this time. Semis. At least almost to 30 this time. Hopefully this trip goes quicker. We'll be able to get a little bit more speed up the hill. At least initially. Because the hardest part of this journey is getting all the way, basically getting over to here. Once you get over to here, then it starts going downhill pretty much after that. I knew it wasn't going to stop. I knew it wasn't going to stop. Just praying that it does. It was not to be. It said, I don't think so. You're doing this one again. Like, all right, fine. .27 starting to barely drop a little bit. Check out Weldy's view for a little while. These windows open. I don't think I turned the air on. Uh-oh. I broke the rule right there. Eee, that wasn't good. Probably just put that on dim, but... I want some coolness. Pump up the AC while we're on this long journey again. These engines are configured correctly. Comm is on. Banking comm. We are carrying a little bit more speed this time. So it looks on the map. Yeah, I mean, we'll see in about 10 minutes here or so what it's really like. Probably going to go all the way down to where it was, I would imagine. It just gets you farther up than you would have like the last time. It probably didn't get as much as I could have out of the engines getting up the hill. And that's pretty dang critical. You get stuck on some of these grades where the hills, the grade's really bad, and it's really hard to just get the train moving again. Open those too. Oh, I guess we don't need the air on then, huh? And I believe, yeah, the wipers are right here, the lights right here. Cab light. Like doing the night freight missions. Those are some of my favorite, honestly, to do. I think a lot of the BNSF ones, if I remember correctly, when I've done them anyway, there's been a lot of evening missions, which always makes sense because it's, you know, move the stuff heavy at night. I don't know. Cooler, helps the engines out, I'm sure. All that stuff. I'm sure a bunch goes into that. %1 grade now. Yep, got to get her passed off. Can't let it win like that. At least I know what I did wrong last time, and I'm not going to do it again. Like I said, that's the thing about like live streaming like that. Everything doesn't go according to plan. 99.9% of the time, things don't go the way you want it to go. It's just how it goes. Now, if you film your stuff and record it and do all that stuff and edit the crap out of it, then you know, you make yourself look a lot better. Just in my opinion. I like live content, honestly, more than anything. Typically what I watch. Yep, 1%, 21. We're going to go all the way down where we did before, but we've made it farther, I guarantee, than we did the last time out of the station. With more speed. So it'll help shorten up the trip just a little bit. Still going to be a long one. If you're tuning back in, we are repeating the same one because I failed it. Blew the signal. Train slid. It slid a mile past the signal. I'm not going to kid myself here. So this time, I'm going to make sure I slow it down a little earlier and get this thing stopping, man. That was really unfortunate that happened. Like I said, that's part of doing live stream gaming too, like that too. I'm not going to always beat everything, which is not my goal anyway. Just to bring that gaming to you guys. Man, it's definitely a little different weather now. It's on dynamic weather. Still doing 20 for the moment. As we know right now, there's a long way to go. But the weather sure has changed since the first attempt earlier. Cloudier. Did cut the brakes in like I'm supposed to, did all that good stuff. But once again, appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Unfortunate it is the repeat what we just did, but like I said, on this channel, I'm gonna let things beat me like that. I'm just gonna have to redo it. But like I said, we started, so I got to a certain point, I was like, now I'm like with this, gotta finish the whole thing out. No restarting like that. Like golf games, no restarting like that. Like just orderly, it doesn't matter. Gotta play through like a real person. So no restart on that. No restarts on most anything. No, you can retry. Retrying is not against the rules of world of gaming. The restarts surely are. Got cool steam and free smoke. The three stacks going on. Let's go hit all the golf court in here. fade out. Yeah, the lead engine fades. I'm really seeing much out of this guy. See anything coming out of this guy. What's going on in here, huh? Take a look at this one. Now you see the smoke off the last one. Just depends on the game, I guess, what it wants to show. But Union Pacific, we are building America. Now driving these freighters, it is not easy. Slowing these dang things down and stopping them, not easy. Those passenger trains, they make it look really simple. And it's not, I mean, it's simple with those because they're so much smaller, but these things are so much longer. Speaking of, let's take a look at this really quick. Again, should be the same thing. Yep, 6,512.9 feet long, 15,651.1 tons. 106 cars. Okay, I remember 8370. All right, let's see, hold on. 8730. 8730 is the lead engine, right? Yes, sir. There it is. Let's give you a little perspective on how much it weighs. As we all know, if you watched the earlier one today where I failed, it's the same kind of information, so same exact. But if you weren't tuned in then, now you know. She's heavy, she's long, and she's forever long. That's what got me the last time over that hill, was too much of the train got over the hill and I didn't have enough brake on early enough, so it really messed it up. Blew through the red signal and yep. So getting this thing to stop exactly where you want it is not as easy as you think. Past the refinery again, once again. Powering through the plant, by the plant once more. Hopefully this time for today, the last time. I'm not quitting until I finish this one. I'm going to tell you that right now. There is no quit until I beat this. So I'm going to be really upset if I mess it up again. At that point, I guess I'd try it again the next day. But it's gonna get beat regardless. And I'm making it harder than it needs to be too. Some aspect. Yeah, the rear end of this loco, there is 4 more engines. Another long journey is underway. Yep, 18 miles an hour. That good old 1% grade. Here comes another passerby. auto boost once again. I think it's going to be the mixed one. Pushing up this hill, this forever hill. Let's move over on the map. Moving along, very slowly, as you can see. Best thing to do is not look for one. Honestly, best thing to do. Try not to pay attention to the map. Check in once in a while. As we know, there's not much to do until about, what? I think it was about 4 miles, something like that. But you can enjoy the wide open scenery. It is a little bit cloudier on this movie. Some storms moving in. Either that or it's a lot of smoke. I don't know if the dynamic weather would actually produce that one. But it kind of looks spooky. You see some clouds, obviously. But regardless, we have a ton of freight behind us. A ton of grain. My bad. Bunch of grain. So we are hauling, as we just did the last mission, which I barely blew the signal, so I have to redo it. Have to. So everybody will know what that means when I blow it on a stop or something like that. You know what that means? Gotta redo it. One of the rules added to the world is real gaming. No matter how tired you are of running that long, you gotta beat that long before you can move on. It's the challenge of the day. Can we beat this time? We will see. So flat as well a little bit. Go for the lead, Loco. How's it going there, boss? Looks like he's just enjoying the ride. .5% grade. I think this is about as tough as it gets. For this section of the route anyway. Haven't done the full route yet. Have to beat this one before I can move on to the next one. Next one we want to try. So after completing this one for Train Sim World 6, we will move over to the BNSF to run a couple routes there. We're gonna move it back and forth, so you'll see the Union Pacific, of course, again. But you'll see the BNSF next. And then it'll go on to the newer passenger service once again. For Train Sim World 6. Kind of cycle around like that. Gonna add another pack here pretty soon. So a lot to come for Train Sim World 6 on Welder's World of Gaming. Things got to be loaded with fuel, and you know they are, because I mean it shows. The engineer's cab. I'm going to take a look at that. Right on the screen right here, I believe it shows. Yes, your fuel quantity right there, 16,550 gallons of fuel. So yeah, that's a lot. And you can also see the train length right here as well, 665 or 6,513 feet right up there on the screen. Let's see. Tractive effort. See, everything's set up correctly. 13 miles an hour. This is the slowest we've gone. Just in case, I'm gonna do this. Man, we're going slow. I remember going 13. Last time we were definitely not going 13 miles an hour. All right, it's time to take the long journey. $14 miles an hour. Okay, 15. I think resetting the comm right there did it. Because we just went from 13 to 15 immediately. Yep. So that means that was not connected, because I did not do that. It's the first thing you should do when you get in there is hit that button. And I didn't do that. So that's what happens when you don't. So now we're picking up speed. Dang it. Can't catch a break today. Got a little too excited, I guess, for that video card. The new GPU, I mean. Yeah, which even right now it's only running 3.5 out of the 16 available gigs. Using a lot on the 3D, but it's not using much on the memory. It's utilizing the card really well though, 94%. All right, there's our bridge. Let's go. That way we know we're at least making some ground here. We'll have to move the camera down again, my bad. This bridge will shove it down. Yeah, we've got to beat this one. We have to beat this. There's a total of 4 bridges, maybe 5, and we'll go through it. How about this? This is a better idea for the Train Sim World 6. We'll do like freight, and then we'll bounce it to passenger. And then go back to freight, passenger, freight. We'll just do it like that. That'll be a lot easier. So we'll do freight this time, and then do passenger service next time you see Train Sim World 6 on this channel. And then we'll bounce it back to freight. So the next time you'll see freight anyway will still be the BNSF. For the passenger service next time, I think we'll run one of the European trains. One of the newer ones. We'll bounce it back to freight, then we'll go to another passenger service train, and bounce it back to another freight. Might pick up a new route then, but gonna keep bouncing for the channel. Gonna keep bouncing the routes around. around, you know, the different trains around. So basically, go from passenger to freight, passenger to freight. I think that makes sense. Regardless, she is chugging away. Thank goodness reset my comm button. Banking comm. Yeah, you know something's wrong when you're going up one of these hills and you're going that slow. So that's a big indicator something's wrong. Something was not set up correctly. Yep, she's bolting. Thank goodness those locos in the back are finally pushing. But awesome looking trains, awesome looking trains. I don't mind that I actually have to do this one again. I really don't. Cars disappearing in the mist. Yeah, it's fire smoke. "20 miles an hour at least." We are going, going, going. Once again, thanks for everybody tuning in today and sticking around, enjoying the stream. Apologize once again for having to restart the stream itself. Okay, now when it comes down to that one, you can't restart that one. Something's going wrong, you have to restart. That's about the only scenario. That's about it. Alright, when I get this thing there this time, 100% doing one of these. 100%. "26 miles to go." So having to redo a mission like this, even though it's long and whatnot, is not really any problem for me. Especially lately, since I've been doing like the iRacing games. When you're on a 6-hour race, you're in the 6-hour race. Doesn't mean you're driving the whole 6 hours, but you still have to drive the car off and on during the whole 6-hour event. And man, I'll tell you what, that's tough. It is tough. It is so hard on your body. We did 6-hour races again. Where did we do that? Road America. And my body hurt for 3 days. I mean, I'm still feeling a little bit of it. Even like I think a week and a half later, still feeling a little bit. So it's no stranger to me to be like stuck in the seat for a little while, you know. But those 6-hour events are the ones that really get you. But I typically do stream about 6 hours a day anyhow. So we should be able to get this one in and still have time, hopefully, for one more and a different run. This time we'll run it from the top down since I've never gone that way. I'm sure it's going to be using a lot of dynamic brake. But we should have enough time easily. We've only been live for 2 hours and 14 minutes. So I typically go 11 to 3. But I got started late because the GPU came in late, or it came in, and I had to, swap the drivers and do all that fun stuff. So good times. Let's check out the cab for a little bit here. Ride with the engineer, 19 miles an hour in a 55 zone, 1.5%. Will not change for quite a while. Eventually it will. Yeah, a bit hazy out there. All the switches there, your dynamic brake here, put your power handle, good old sander. So what is your dead man pedal or whatever they call it? Well, like I said, Wyoming is beautiful. Take another trip through the countryside. Checking out the engineer from the outside. That's right, I'm rocking that ponytail. That's right. Weldy the engineer. I gotta come in here and turn that off. $18, 24 to go. Burned a couple miles. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Getting some miles laid down. And just like that, we are out of those clouds. That was interesting. Weird how it kind of cleaned up that much, that quick. 24 miles to go. I think it's so cool how you can enter these trains from the nose like that. We can go inside here if we want. But we won't. It's pretty cool that you can go flying around there though. Open that window. Oh, kicked me out. Hey, that wasn't very nice. 1.5% grade, of course, holding steady for a long time. But we will complete this. We will. It will happen. I think that's what I would do if I ever lived in Wyoming and had a bunch of land. I'd 100% be building like windbreaks everywhere. Building some big old windbreaks around the house. Because it gets windy. Three more miles to go. This engine 8730 tries to get its way up this dang grade here. It's a heck of a grade. Push, push, push. Push at the rear, pull from the front. Let's go. I think they'd be eating a lot of snacks, like sitting there on these journeys or something. Have a cooler right next to you or something with a bunch of snacks in it. What if they have fridges? Anybody know if they have fridges? Some of these freighters like that? Some of these things go on really long journeys. I would imagine they'd have some kind of fridge or something to keep their food cold for them, or their snacks cold. I know in that newer Loco, I was able to look in there, even though I think the Boston Sprinter in one of them, I think it was the newest one, but it has a bathroom in there. Pretty sure these would as well. Maybe not, I don't know. You would think they would. 23 miles to go. Just change the camera view here and there. So as a welder, I noticed these like right here for sure. Like these lifting lugs, man. These are those are insane. Now, this would be some kind of like lifting lug. Be able to pick up that component of the Loco or something. You can see lifting lugs on quite a few things. Something I'll have to ask my dad about right there, how they actually put these together, but it looks like they do piece it together like that, having those eyelets on it. That's just from my experience being a welder guy. "22 miles to go. So So far been going 9:32:56. Don't hit the sign. Oh, hit the one sign. Kind of pushes me back. There's those wind turbines once again. All I can say is so far so good with the new graphics card. These bigger shots right here do definitely push the 3D. I bring it a little closer on these other guys. It kind of backs down a little bit more. A bit easier for it. But as far as the memory goes, it's only using 3.4 out of the 16 gigs. But iRacing, that's the reason why I had to upgrade it for sure, was iRacing was drawing a little bit more than 6 gigs. It was running fine with that, but it was running 6 gigs of memory. So that was pushing it too hard for my last one that I had. Especially with the new wheel software and whatnot. Definitely made it impossible to stream. Let's go back in the cab for a little bit. Take a gander at our screen. Maybe tells your reverser position right there. Pretty cool. I noticed this screen over here doesn't really do anything. Unless I hit the wrong buttons. Let's hit the more options button. Nope. So yeah, I think I tried every button on here. And it didn't do anything. I think the only thing that actually does anything is the brightness. Yep. Same thing too. We need to make this one a little brighter as well. Can't see it. There we go. A little bit more color on there. There they are. Come on, Weldy, let's get her there this time. Let's stop this dang thing when we're supposed to. 21 miles left. Still a ways to go, but we're going to do it this time. We're going to do it. Even if I have to stop the train a little bit before that and get her going barely, I don't care. It's going to happen. But I'd like to get her in there just nice and smooth. That's always the plan, right? All these cool wind turbines out there. That's what I was saying the other day. This is like the one place that wind turbines actually make sense. Just because of all the flat ground, you know what I mean? It's just flat everywhere. I mean, it rolls, but the wind out here generates some serious power. But don't quote me on those things, because I don't know how much those actually generate. I heard they actually cost a lot more than they actually generate. So I think a solar farm would probably do better. That's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Coming around that curve. Those wheels sliding around it. Sliding around the corner. 21 miles to go. Still. Should be close to hitting 20. Let's see. Let's take a look at the map again. We gander here. Yeah, we're getting close to that loop. We know right when we get here. So it was right when we got the train, I think. Right around that corner right there is when I should have just been slowing down more. And I wasn't. Once we hit this final corner, it felt like it was almost too late right there. We're gonna have to try a little bit better. I think from now on too, I'll inspect that map a little bit more to make sure to see kind of what I'm coming around and dealing with. You know, so coming around with a tight corner like that, right to the stop. I'll check the map a little bit more this time, make sure. Comes a bridge. All right, 20 miles, there we go. 1.5% still, as you all know. .45 zone, cruising along nicely. Checking things here and there. Sorry guys, I'm not talking. I'm just looking at a couple little things here and there. Making sure things are operating as they should. Let's go for the lead loco here again. All right. Miles an hour, huh? The grades and the curves always love to slow the train down. Front shot here for a minute. So we've knocked off 14 miles so far. 14 miles. Yeah, I think this will be the last trip for the day for the stream today. I got the GPU a little bit late. I actually got it decently timed, but by the time I got it, the old one uninstalled and the new one installed, it was a little bit later, and I'd like to start most of the time. So I kind of figured I was almost not going to even stream today anyhow, just because I got that. I needed to play around with it a little bit. I think I need to do a little fine tuning on it. There's a couple little things I think need to be enabled. I know the encoder is enabled, so I don't know why it's not showing on the task manager. I have to look it on the NVIDIA app. It's the best place to look at it. 19 miles. Still going up that 1.5% grade. Once again, thanks for tuning in to Weldy's World of Gaming, where we don't let missions beat us. Where we try at all costs to get it done. All costs. Awesome looking Union Pacific trains. Absolutely building America. Like BNSF. We got a highway up there. Yeah, there's a highway over there. No cars, but a highway. Yeah, this grade stays pretty dang consistent the whole way. It doesn't look too bad. So, I mean, I have to keep looking at stuff. I'll have to do that for at least the first, at least today. Sure. I don't have to worry about anything. Then I can just close that sucker and start streaming, and don't worry about it. Lots and lots of uphill. That is for sure. Still holding 18 miles an hour, 1.5% grade, in a 55 zone, so going downhill here you can definitely hit that speed. Going uphill, not so much. Not so much. $947.39 so far. 0.9 to the next signal. And 18 miles to go now. day in the engineer's seat. Yeah, I actually think it shows what it's supposed to show now. I don't even know if that changed, honestly, but I know when I disconnected and reconnected it, all of a sudden, all the engines reconnected. And I was like, of course, naturally. The one time I forgot to hit the comm button starting out. Dang. Unfortunate. Still got a long way to go. It's a hot day, but we have the windows open. We're feeling good. I think we're coming up to the quarry. We are indeed. There it is. Keep a sharp lookout there, Weldy. Need to make sure that we stop on time this time. Let's not blow that signal. I know you at least have to make it to the little target marker. Tongue-tied. It happens from time to time. Excellent view. Like I said, it's got to be extremely tough to get out of those areas. Extremely, I would imagine. 17 miles left. Still have quite the journey to go here, guys. Once again, it does stink I blew that signal. But we've got to beat it. We've got to beat it the right way here. As you can see, people still working hard over here. I can just really imagine this track, like I said before, in the snow and the rain. Oh man, it'd be so dang treacherous. We'll have to experience it. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Come on. Well, there they are, hardly working again. Their rejoin track right there. Coming out of the quarry. Heading up, guess what? Yep, another hill. You know what's around this corner? Another hill. But eventually it goes downhill. That's of course as soon as we get close to the destination, because I'm not going to have the grade help you out. Since this one's so short downhill, I think this time what I'll do, I'll just run the automatic brake instead of running the dynamic at all. Nah, never mind. That downhill section's long enough where you kind of do need to run the dynamic. Gotta watch it coming around those last two corners. See the map again, let's check it out. Okay, we're getting closer again, thank goodness. Past the quarry. 20 miles per hour. All those grain cars coming around the corner. We've lost a little bit, but that's to be expected. Gotta lose a little here and there. Another one of the bridges that we go under. I think, like I said, I think there's a total of 5 on this leg. I think that's number 3. 15 miles to go. 19 miles an hour. Still up 1.5%. Good old UP trains doing their duty. Be a happy day when we get to 5 miles, I'll tell you that. It'll be a happy day again. Going right for that pole. Barely missed it. $15 miles remain. $18 miles per hour. Slowly chugging along here. Let's go, another bridge past. Yeah, I feel bad for them. They didn't get their grain the first time. So we're here the second time to deliver it. Passing those red signals. No go. grade still. Pretty sure that's just going to maintain this the entire way. Here comes a passerby. Automobile hauler. Pretty cool shot right there. I'm going to get the trains crossing each other. That is a long train as well. Very long. Now it goes. Let's go. Check the map again. That's where we are. Gotta make sure we're coming down this final section right here, that we're on the automatic brake already. Last time just went a little too far. Barely slowed past that red signal, and you guys know what that means. That is a failed mission. That's really unfortunate, because I was saying last time I was going to be really careful. Okay, this time I'm going to be extra careful. $14 miles left. Sure, Weldy's doing just fine in there. He's just hanging out by himself. But I have been practicing a lot more, like stopping the trains in the external camera here. It's a little bit cooler. It's cool stopping it in the cab too, don't get me wrong. Yeah, we're getting close, 1%. So we should start picking up speed here in a second again. I think it'll go back to 1.5 for another time, and then I think after that it starts coming down, if I remember correctly. $19 miles per hour. Gained one. There we go. Hello, hello! And thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. And welcome to Weldy's World of Gaming. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Said if you are new, feel free to like, subscribe, and or follow on Twitch. Helps the channel grow. It's really hard getting through YouTube's algorithm, that's for sure. It's going to take a lot of work to grow the channel to the 500 subscriber goal that I have. But going to be relentless with it. So I appreciate each and every person that hits that button for me. Thank you very much. Hope you guys enjoy the content. If you're just tuning in, we are doing a redo of the mission we just did because I blew the last signal on accident. So, but appreciate everybody for subscribing and following and all that good stuff and being here. Like I said, I'll be doing some iRacing tomorrow for the stream. But Train Sim World 6 will be back, don't worry. And Doc Wilderson will be back golfing as well. If you enjoy those. But thank you again to everybody out there for subscribing, following, doing all that stuff. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I mean, YouTube wants me to pay him. Like there's an option to pay to promote your channel like that, and I'm not going to do it. Get it the good old-fashioned way. Marketing, right? Something like that. I don't like to have that little thing in there on the little banner thing there, but it's sometimes I got to remind people. But thank you guys once again. Some people just tune in, you know what I mean, to forget. And so it's good to have it on the channel. It's not like I'm trying to really like beg for subscribers or anything like that, but I do appreciate it. And it's the only way to grow your channel, really. But shout out to all you guys subscribing to Wilder's World of Gaming. Yeah, I'll be picking up some more routes, like I said. But first things first, let's get this thing stopped for the day. Once we get up here. There's that 1.5% again, just for a little bit longer. Yep, see, we're coming up to the harder curves again. And like I said, once I get down around this area, I really need to make sure I'm not going fast. I need to watch the speed and be on the automatic brake already. Slowing this thing down, getting it ready to stop. Once you come around that corner with all this weight behind it, it's just going to keep pushing it. And I didn't anticipate, I anticipated a little bit, but I did not anticipate that it was going to keep pushing as hard as it did. And it sure caught me off guard. So this time, we'll get it. That looked a little glitchy right there. I'll get it cleaned up. This is about the time of the trip the last time when it started acting a little weird. I guess it wasn't really bad. Sorry guys, it's the only day I'll be doing this. I'll be checking it. I have to check it. Make sure it's actually looking right for you guys. After that, I won't really bother with that. Alright, 12 miles to go, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. Been a heck of a journey today. Is that Yesenia Molina? I want to say that right. Yesenia Molina, thank you again, buddy. I'll try to give you guys shout outs. Sometimes I miss the alerts because it's not on my gaming screen, it's on the screen next to me. So sometimes I miss them. So I'll be sure to go through the subscribers that are showing up here anyway on Streamlabs. Sometimes it doesn't. So if it doesn't, then I'll have to just look in YouTube and try to remember who's subscribed and stuff like that, and to give you guys a shout out on the channel. But like I said, other times it pops up on the gaming screen and I don't see it. We've got this. We've got this. Got to get this grain to its final destination. It's just a little bit longer. Just a little longer. Take a look back again. really get some great shots of these trains. I mean, these look amazing. They just do. I know sometimes the game doesn't show the best quality, but I mean, overall, the trains look awesome. Still 12 miles to go, 19 miles per hour, 55 zone right here. I know we're getting close when we get to the 40 and the 45 zone, for sure. All right, once we get up here, things start to change a little bit. So just a little bit farther to go for that. Good old UP trains, these Union Pacifics are getting the job done. And they definitely have the power. Oh yes, they do. I actually had to get the crowd cheer layover because they were letting Doc Welderson down so much in the Masters in the golf game that I do that I had to replace it with something. You get a decent shot and they wouldn't even cheer at all. Like, hey, no, that's not right. That doesn't look right. All right, Weldy, how's it going in here? All is normal, huh? Yes, sir. This one you do have the fuse cabinet. I remember playing with all sorts of stuff in here to try to get that brake unlocked, and nothing would do it. All you had to do is get this number on the right to match, get it up to 89 to 90, and then it would let you finally unlock the brakes. But until you get it to there, get to that point, it will not let go. But 11 miles to go, nonetheless. 21 miles per hour, 0.8% grade. Getting a little bit of help now. Here we go. Getting a little bit of help. $22. All right. That's what I'm talking about. So we start gaining a little bit of speed now. Let's see where we're at on the map. Yep. And that's where I slid through, right there. And failed the last one, so this time I don't care if I stop it here. It's definitely not sliding through. Hoping for a decent medal out of this, but avoiding the slide through is going to be the most important thing. $25. There's that water tower. Hang out outside the cab here with Weldy. If I can get it just right here. 26 miles per hour. 0.8% grade. 27, there we go. 10 miles to go. 10 miles to go. It'd be really cool if you could see the engineer actually grab the handles and like move them. You know, that'd be the coolest thing. See him grabbing them down there and moving them, sliding them back and forth. Well, you don't want to see him doing that. That wouldn't be good, right? It's like slide that, yeah. Slide that way, slide that way. Don't do it, don't do it. 28 miles per hour. $10 miles still. Start clicking off miles a little bit quicker now. Thank goodness. I enjoy these long journeys. I really do. I just don't like having to redo them. Restart. Not restart, but you know what I mean. Redo, retry. Because we don't restart here like that. No mid-mission restarts. Let me clarify this. There we go. It's a little bit better. Almost to 30 miles per hour. 9.7 miles to go. Back into the clouds. 0.8, still 29, still 9.5 miles to go. Now I'll tell you what, guys, fighting YouTube's algorithm, if you're a new streamer starting out, it's pretty tough. It's pretty discouraging at first. Well, once you realize what it is, I mean, you kind of know what you're in for, I mean, I guess. But it is really hard to get up their algorithm. $30 an hour, we have done it. We've gotten to 30. We'll get more than that. I know it'll go to a 45 zone. Let's check the map here again. About to enter the first good left-hand turn. Let's come up over on this side, in between the trains. And wait for the grade to shift here. I'm going to be switching here soon. I think right after this corner. I am pretty sure. Level up, driven 100 miles in the SE-70 ACE Union Pacific. At least we've gotten that one accomplished today. 31 miles per hour. .7. They are clicking off now. Let the miles click off. 8.5. 31 miles per hour in a 40 zone. Now at the end of this thing there will be that tunnel we'll go through, and that's the point where we really need to be slowing down, I think. Pretty sure it was right after that tunnel, my bad, that right after that tunnel is when it came around the corner to the final stop, so check it on the map again. Still going up 0.8%, power on still. Almost 8 miles left, all right. Tell you what, the new passenger service that they made for this game for Train Sim World 6, it's pretty hard to get that platinum. Get that purple ribbon with the platinum on it. And you really got to throw those trains in there. I'm going to be working on that a bit. Trying to really throw those passenger trains into the station, utilizing all the braking capability that they have, because those things can stop on a dime almost. I know it takes them a while to stop. I don't mean it like that, you know. But they stop pretty dang quick. Especially like the Boston Sprinter. That thing always, the Amtrak 50 always catches me off guard. Even the FB40, that one catches me off guard as well for the Boston to Providence line. Just how fast it could actually stop. Never fails where I slow down too much. But it's better to be a little bit late than blow the signal. So, that's for sure. Oh, we got company. Going in between. There we go. That's a shot. .6 miles to go, still 0.8% uphill. 45-mile-an-hour zone. Went from 40 to 45 here. And the 50 zone ahead, 7.6 miles, like I said. And then we have the map to look at in view. Got a little bit of separation. There it goes. Still 0.8% for us, 31 miles per hour in a 40 zone. 45 zone is right ahead. Haven't come to the 50. That was pretty cool flying between those trains like that. Okay, down point. It's only 0.4%. 0.3 down. It's going to take a second for the rest of the loco to catch up, so I'll keep power on just for a minute. Come down to 3 though. Check our map. That's where we are. That's where we got to be really slow coming out of this last tunnel right there. It's going to take a second for this train to get through there, so I'll lose a little bit of speed here for a second. Okay, we'll just lose the speed. .9 miles. Wait for this thing to spool down. Let's get the dynamic brake working here in just a second. Put in setup. Don't want this thing getting away from me again. No, 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 no. Forwarding on auto zone, still holding at 28 miles per hour. I would imagine that we're going to start speeding up here any second. Still maintaining 29 nicely with no throttle on. Yeah, there we go, 31. I think we're gonna need about 5 or 6 total. Dog wants to go out.
6 miles to go.
It's our sheep up go that. She's gonna start barking at you. Hold on 1 sec. She'll probably bark at me the rest of the stream today. Hopefully not. 5.8 miles to go, down 0.8%. Most of the time it doesn't pick it up. 33 miles an hour. Keep checking the map here. Make sure we don't blow it again. 34 miles an hour. Oh. 5.6 miles. .5 to go, down 0.8%, holding nicely at 34. Go to 2 for a minute. I gotta let it gain a little bit more right here. You know, 8 for surely slows it down. 8 100% does. Watching the speed carefully here. Go to 5 again. Do 5 and 6 once again. Five miles to go. The dynamic breakup. .8. Let's check the map. Holding right at 38. .7 grade. Okay. Slow it down a little bit. That's where we are, getting close. it up a little bit more now because you got the rest of the train still pushing behind. Set up. Should have the automatic brake selected. 3.5 miles to go. Check the map. One more right, one more left, and 2 rights. Okay, let the grade slow us down. That is fine with me. Miles to go. Excuse me, once again. So we got our left curve here, and then 2 rights, and then we're there. I'm letting this grade slow us down. Yellow signal. Acknowledge your yellow signal. Always acknowledge the dispatchers, always. Throttle 1, throttle 2. I'll pull us up the hill a little bit here. Going 20 miles an hour. We will come around this corner. It will go downhill again, so I got to start really slowing the train down again. Just trying to help it get up this part. Coda the Shiba is angry. It's okay. She'll be okay. Okay, 19, that's fine. Throttle 5. Let's get up here. I'm not trying to go fast, guys. I'm not blowing this one for sure. 20 miles an hour, 21. Just kind of want to maintain up the hill here. Don't want to get too much, especially with 2.3 miles left. In the 40. Went a little bit quicker than this, but then again, it's really it doesn't really start hitting the train until you actually get the whole front part of that locomotive around, and then all that weight finally starts pushing on you, and you're like, oh no. That's what happened last time right there. Okay, we're 2 miles away. I know we're up 0.8 right now. That is not going to last long. We're going to go through this tunnel, make a right, and another right. We're there. Wait for the grade to drop. 9,000 feet to the stop. Okay, it's starting to level out. This is where we'll start going downhill. That's okay, it's slowing it down. Barely getting over the hill. Almost there. See if it keeps dropping. I'll put the throttle back on for just a second. And it is. Still have the rest of the train still trying to get over the hill good enough. See it right in there. Almost to it. Almost. Hopefully that's the last time I had to use throttle. It's 14. Let it drop a little bit more here. Should start getting enough of the train around. You'd think. Dang. Not enough yet. Out of the tunnel. Okay, 2 right-hand corners to go. That's it. Okay, now we're going downhill enough, I think. $14 miles an hour. Make sure I'm on that automatic brake. 7,000 feet to stop this thing. Going very slow, I know. Okay, brakes off. I know that. Yeah, a little quicker than that. Okay, 10. Doesn't take much now. Especially now that we're going downhill. I'm being extra cautious here. I apologize, guys. I'm going extra slow. Thought the weight would be pushing more by now. It's not. Acknowledged. All right, 5,700 feet to go. Brakes on minimum. See if that even slows us down at all. If we accelerate more, then I know now we need more brake, but see your brake pressure's right there on the screen. So 14 miles an hour, it is slowing us down, which is nice. Taking it extra slow. Gotta make it this time. I'll have to redo this one right now. Cannot blow that red signal. You do, you fail again. I'm not going to fail again here. That is the final bend up ahead. All right, 4,000 feet. This one's going to be extremely slow because I don't want to blow it. Still at 14. What does it take to actually start breaking it? $13. 3,000 feet. 12. 11. 10. Uh-oh. That's a little bit too much. Yeah, that's too much. Oh, that's too much. Way too much. Guy stopped his trainer. Probably because of me. Hold on. 7 miles an hour. Okay, 2,700 feet. That's where we don't want to go. Minimum application on. 2,500 feet. It's not stopping again. There it is. Finally starting to go down. I'm going to throw the independent on as well. $11 miles an hour. Nice and slow, nice and slow. So minimum brake. Taking no chances here today. Okay, this is getting a little painful though. 6 miles an hour, come on. Oh, come on. Sorry. $900 feet. $600 feet. Okay, 300 feet. Feet. Don't stop yet. Oh, we did it. Oh, thank God, we got a gold medal still. All right, everybody, we did it. All right. Revenge. Oh, man, that was a rough one today. Hey, what can I say? Thank everybody for tuning in today and dealing with my train shenanigans. No, really appreciate everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Weldy's World of Gaming. Can't thank you guys enough once again for subscribing, liking, doing all that stuff. But just tuning in, you know, it's cool to meet some new people online. And hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. That's going to be it for today. I'm going to look into a little bit more of this GPU and see what I can play with to make things a little bit better. But I think that's it for Train Sim 6. I think it's basically up to the game itself on some of the glitch issues and whatnot. Like I've had a few of you guys tell me that. So, but once again, really appreciate each and every one of you guys, and look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. If you guys want to tune in for some iRacing action, that'll be tomorrow's stream. But I am going to be switching it up, so I'm not going to just do iRacing all the time like I was doing before. So it's going to be iRacing. And it'll be Train Sim World 6. It'll also be some of the golf game. I'm going to be incorporating some other games up into the stream as well. So I hope you guys appreciate it, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know it was a little bit tough blowing that first signal, and that was a little bit painful going down to that last stop. But you know what? At least I know what the train's kind of doing now. But those things take a minute to stop, obviously. And that is no joke. So, but thank you guys once again. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day today.